Come and guest on our show.
Come and guest on our show.
A mic is waiting for you.
A mic is waiting for you.
Where the topics are all over the place and there's no fondue. Can you tell stupid jokes?
Can you tell stupid jokes?
Are you funny at all?
Are you funny at all?
Got a studio space that needs some taste. Now I want fondue. You know we might have you back again. Promise to listen to you. Can you bring some fondue?
Can you bring some fondue?
And the skewers too. Hello and welcome to Just Us Thinking. I'm Michael.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we have a show.
We do.
This another show.
This one is the series of unfortunate upgrades.
I came up with the name.
Yeah.
Because I like to mess with her. Say it again.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. The series of unfortunate upgrades.
Right. Yep.
We
all love this one.
Yeah.
We all do.
So, it's more predominantly on computers. Let's be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
That you get that pop up.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That dreaded pop-up.
Yeah. Now at work, you can only snooze it so long.
Yep. 59 minutes.
Some of ours is like up to 8 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because with the lunch, we work 8.5.
Yeah.
And sometimes 9. So it always screws us up. Always.
Oh, wow.
So
mine's always been like within an hour.
Yep.
You have to restart it or whatever.
Yep. No, I've also picked up my phone to see what time it was in the middle of the night, and it was updating in the middle of the night. That scares me a little bit because what if that update? What if it errors in it?
Yeah.
Because that's my alarm clock. I'm screwed.
Yeah, you can't blame your phone for missing your alarm.
I could do it maybe once.
Yeah.
Maybe once.
Better hope you didn't already use that excuse.
Right. I don't know. What do you think about the upgrade? There's issues across the board, right?
Yeah. Sorry, still not awake yet. We had this, I had this a lot at my last employer. Like, they upgraded our phone system and they didn't, completely test it out beforehand. They got, I don't know, somebody put it in somebody's head that the phone system we were using was just going to up and quit one day. So they're like, let's roll it out. And they didn't test it. They didn't have all the functions that we needed. And we were like, I asked my boss one day, I'm like, did they test this? And she's like, no. She's like, and then, one of the executives, they were talking about it on a call or something. She's like, yeah, it was gonna quit. Our phone system was just gonna be not good anymore on one day. So we had to roll it out. I was like, really? That's what you're going to go with? Really?
Yeah. You couldn't test it before?
Yeah.
I mean, the phone system's working fine. Can we, pull 3 or 4 agents and let's test it? Let's get the bugs worked out?
Yeah. They had no, because it's a voice, the internet, through the internet. So we also got our email.
Yeah.
And, the whole email debacle, that was just a mess. It was...
Right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the sad part of the reality. That was kind of the straw that broke your camel's back, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then they switched systems on us. They switched what booking system we were going to use.
So they upgraded your booking system too.
Well, no, they completely changed it.
Okay, that they would still consider that updating. They were updating the systems they used.
Yeah, and that was pretty much the straw that broke the back.
So those two things is really what caused...
And my manager leaving. So it was 3 strikes.
But she was also leaving because of all the problems, and it became such a headache that she's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Right.
So there's a clear-cut case of
it was crazy.
So the company has to, I mean, they can't anticipate people will leave over this, but reality, that's what happened.
That's what happened. They had quite a few people quit over it because they were like, "Yep, we're done."
You understand that humans, our human nature is creatures of habit. Okay.
Yeah.
We're animals. Okay. We're just an animal. We're a highly intelligent animal, or most of us think we are. There are some people in the population of certain, I'm not going to name any states, but there's some places that make me question our intelligence as a society.
Yeah.
But here nor there.
Okay.
Geez, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, we like our routine. And then when you up and change it way too crazy.
Yeah.
People aren't used to that, okay? I just updated at Windows 11.
Okay.
Just updated to Windows 11.
Yeah,
okay?
I've heard a lot about that. Whew.
So Windows decided, instead of having that little start button and all the program button in the corner, like it's been forever.
Yeah.
They decide, let's move that in the middle of the screen. Let's see what that does. Let's just move shit just to move shit.
Right.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
leave buttons where they are, so people know where to find them.
Yeah.
Okay? You want to come to our show. YouTube has a subscribe button right where it's at. Facebook, you have a follow button. You have a like button. They're in the same spots. Don't move those. You know? Go in there, like, subscribe, comment.
Right.
Follow us. You do all that. Give us that thumbs up. They're all the same. If you change that,
People are going to be
people
mad.
don't get the change. They're like, well, it used to be here. Where is it? We're trying. We would like followers. We like subscribers. We like that stuff.
Yeah.
We want that as easy as possible, so you can hit that like and subscribe button. Okay. When you start moving it all over the place and doing stupid shit just to do stupid shit, that doesn't help any of us.
No.
That and you know what doesn't help? All you're doing is pissing off your customers.
Right.
Now, Microsoft, you're big enough. YouTube, you're big enough. You could probably say, well, we're going to move it.
Yeah.
And we're going to bitch about it, but we have to deal with it.
Exactly. They're like, if you want to use it, you
You
deal
don't like
with
it, go somewhere else.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Can't really do that, but
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. So I don't know. They moved it. So, and then with work, I've never had a problem with So you're talking to a guy that doesn't have system issues. In fact, generally any system issue, I'm smarter than the average bear. So, hey, boo boo, I got another picnic basket up again for you.
Yeah.
I know what the hell I'm doing.
Right.
Okay. So I can figure out some of this shit pretty easy. I know how to restart my cookies. I know how to clear cookies cache. I know how to shut things down. I know how to go check the settings to make sure that they're correct after an upgrade.
Yeah.
And then I'm customer can't hear me. I can't hear them. There's all kinds of issues, and they're like, oh well, just try to restart. Clear your cookies and cache. Listen, I've done that.
Right.
I know that.
Yeah.
Now don't. This is where my problem becomes because not everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But if you're a manager, you should have a checklist of, Michael knows shit about computers. Genevieve, I had to pick a name that I know that I've never heard at work.
Yeah.
Genevieve, dumb shit for computers.
Right.
Something like that. Where if Michael's saying he has a computer issue, well, that's different than Genevieve, who has a computer issue all the fucking time.
Right. Yeah.
And here's the thing: she may be having computer issues all the time because you're not giving her the help that she needs to get that done.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: I have customers hanging up on me all the time because they can't hear me.
Oh wow.
And I've said something, and they said, "Well, fixed it," and it's because it's not every call,
Right.
but I'll deal with it. And at this point, I did my due diligence to try to fix it. Mm-hmm. Now it's up to the company. If the company, if my QA person says, "Hey, we're getting a lot of drop calls," or if they say, "Hey, you're getting a lot of drop calls, let me go listen to that." Oh yeah, we can't hear it. It sounds like you're calling from a train station.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, that's not on me. I'm not in a train station.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, I could go to a train station that might be quieter.
All right. I got a call. I was talking to somebody on from the airline the other day.
They call from the airline?
Yeah, she called me back because it was a group
from
meeting.
the airplane.
No,
like flying.
No, from the airline.
Oh,
she called
okay.
me.
I thought there was like you're getting a call. I'm on the plane.
No, she called me back and you could tell she was like. I was like, where the hell is this lady? Because it's like loud as fuck. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, quit moving your headset or your microphone. She's like, yeah, my microphone's broken. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stop moving.
Well, see, and that's where. So here's the thing. She probably is going to deal with that as long as she can because she doesn't want to get a new phone because that's a whole nother upgrade issue there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, every time we have to change our phone, you have to do this with our phones. Now they made it easier. You used to have to go in the shop, and then they would like plug your phones together, and then they'd move everything over.
Yeah.
They didn't want to do that. They've upgraded.
Right. Yeah.
They've upgraded. Now you do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna go good.
Right.
So now you have to get this software, and it's the funniest thing. We have T-Mobile.
Yeah.
They made us go to Verizon to download their stuff, their software to download our stuff. What are you doing, T-Mobile?
Right.
Now don't get me wrong, your service is adequate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's good service.
Yeah. It has its ups and downs.
But that's everywhere. I get that.
They all do.
But I mean, transferring your contacts over, if you have that 2-step authentication that we have to do, and then that becomes a friggin' nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
And then remembering it.
Any of your passwords.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember. I'm like,
yeah.
Got to reset them all now.
Yep. And then you always the passwords are a whole nother ball game because let's get into the passwords. Ugh. So I go in there and it's sorry, incorrect password. Incorrect password. Okay, I'll fuck you then. I'll reset it. Oh, okay. Here's the new password. That password can't be the same as your old password.
Yeah. Or
you son of a bitch.
You can't use one that you've previously used.
Yeah, I hate you can't use one that previously used. So now you're going to make me come up with some other bullshit. Listen, I can only do this so many times. Right?
It's crazy.
And then do I have to have a number or a special character here? Capital? What requirements are you going to give me? There should be a password Uniformity Act of America. Trump, make that happen.
I had one where it had to be exactly like 16 characters. I was like, what the fuck?
15? Nope. 17? Fuck you too.
Yeah. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
I think people
you have to like write it out to make sure it's like
these people that make these passwords, I think they're just fucking with us at this point. Can we make them do this, and then now you have to do that eye verification thing, and then while they're looking at the camera, they have to scan their thumbprint too.
Yeah.
I don't do any of that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I hate. I'm not a fan of biometrics, with the exception of my safe.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm good with that, but it took me a while to get good with that. To be quite honest with you. It just seems like anytime you upgrade something, it just
doesn't work the same.
It doesn't work the same. But how many times have you gone with us? This just happened to us. You did this, and I kind of jumped your ass for it. but you didn't know. I get that. That didn't make me any less angry because I know it happens. You upgraded the printer software while I was trying to print shit.
I've never had it happen like that before. It's never like come back and do. I always like upgrade it, and it always works afterwards.
Yeah.
Except for this time.
Yeah. So this time, and here's the problem: the time I'm trying to get shit done, is the time it's gonna. And that's the problem with these upgrades.
Yeah.
Is they happen at the most inconvenient time. Mm-hmm. Okay. You go down and I'm trying to print this. Oh, let me update this. Your ink cartridges are low. No, I hear the stuff in there. Yeah. I can hear the ink in there. I know this isn't low. Yeah. You just want me to go buy more ink, you son of a bitch.
Right.
And I'll be honest, since we've upgraded, it's become a piece of shit.
Yeah,
so now I've got to tear it apart. I've got to go through it and then make sure everything's realigned and you do that with computers too. You do that now. Here, Mikey, we're gonna bring Mikey in here. Let's bring Mikey in. I don't know. It's been a while since I hit these buttons. So there we go. Been a while since we've had this view. Okay, all right. Yeah. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. All right, Mikey, what's the one you hate?
Well, we got our upgrades at school for our computers, and we upgraded to Windows 11.
Okay.
And you know how Windows 10, they had like the little corner, like the little button in the corner?
Yeah.
And it had everything listed alphabetically. It was beautiful. It was great. I could find everything. I could find Adobe, whatever. And then the new update came, and I'm like, where's all the...
I'm twitching over here. I'm having spasms over here hearing this because I have the same... I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, ugh.
I'm like, where's the alphabetical list that I used to have?
No.
And then you have to click on start, and then you have to click on show more, and then it shows you all your alphabetical bull crap. I'm like, seriously?
There's Mikey's rant for the show. Wow.
Listen, there comes a time that it was going to be him or me that was going to do this rant.
Okay.
And I was going to let someone else have that rant.
I remember when I got my new laptop for work, and I was like, "Why is my computer all different?" I was like,
"So you click the button that's now in the middle of the screen,
which is so stupid."
Yeah, and then it pulls up like,
and then it
you don't even need.
No, it pulls up like this little tiny screen of stuff that you used before or recent stuff that you used, and then it pulls up like news, like stuff underneath it. And then, like, in the tippy top of the corner, in the smallest print, you have show more. Why? Why?
Come on, Windows, get your shit together.
So I used to be able
or
to...
Microsoft.
And this is one of my things, too. And it goes to... And you guys will figure this out, or you guys already have figured this out, any of people on Windows 11. So I used to, like... because I take payments or I take promise to pays at work, and I'm constantly looking at a calendar to see where it's at.
Oh yeah, the calendar thing. Yeah.
So now when you click on the calendar, or you click on the little time and the calendar, now it pops up this whole side window of bullshit you don't.
I know.
I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for the calendar. Yeah.
Right. So I have my screen lined out where. Like, sometimes I could pull up that and I could use above it, I could see where it is. Now that's covering it up.
Yeah.
For I know you have 2 monitors at work. Can you only click one of the time things?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it used to be all of them. You could click in whichever screen you were on, you could turn it up. Now you can't do it because
you have to do it in your main screen now.
It's your main screen.
It's all, so I went and I did that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why is it not working?
And then I went through somewhere else and I was doing it. I'm like, why is it working now?
Yeah.
And then it dawned on me, oh, I did that on 2. Wait a minute. And then it dawned on me.
Yeah, you have to do it on your main computer.
Yep.
You
Why?
used to be able to click on it and pull up a time, and it used to count the seconds and everything. So, if especially when you're at work, I don't want to blame anybody, but I will say, I like to when I'm trying to clock in and clock out, seconds matter because that when you're on a 3-minute timer, I got to make sure that like when I'm punching out the lunch. I like to punch out right on the time, so I don't have to bullshit with these minutes, right?
Yeah.
I don't have the seconds anymore. They said fuck seconds. You don't get seconds anymore. Seconds don't exist, only minutes.
No, and then you have to go into the little taskbar, and then you have to repin everything.
Yep.
You have to pin it all. Why? Why not just keep the old format?
See?
Why couldn't you just keep it the same? So that way so people who are computer stupid don't have to go in and repin everything because they don't know how.
Listen, is this his first round of the year?
I think so.
This is his first round of the year. Okay.
Go, Mikey.
Because, the teacher had to come over to me and be like, do you know how to, like, find everything and pin everything? And I'm like, yeah, I do, because we have it here. I'm not computer stupid, and I also have it here, and I have to repin everything anyway. So I knew how to do it, but there's other people who don't.
Yeah. Now, there's also games.
Oh, yeah.
So, and we're going to leave Mikey on this since we have him here. So, game systems. Now, there's two different upgrades here. There's two different upgrades. There's software updates. So, like when you're like, hey, Haley, I'm going to come play. And then you go to your crap, I have a mandatory update.
Yep. I've had that happen way too many times.
It was WoW update for us. World of Warcraft had update dates that we knew that you couldn't get on that server until a certain time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
some
then the
games still
servers
have
would-
that.
I don't know how many times the servers would crash right after an update.
Oh.
So I always found myself on some other server. We had a spare server that we just go and just screw around, and we'd create cows or something
Yeah.
and become the Moo crew.
Even like some games on your phone still have those server updates where it's like, please come back later. There's a server update.
Garden
like, really?
Escapes does that.
They go by pretty quick, though.
They generally do.
Well, if you have an upgraded phone, if you're on an older phone, that sometimes could take a while.
Yeah.
So, and here's the thing: I go to play my Garden Escapes or whatever game I'm playing, and it's like updating, loading.
Yeah.
That's happened with me.
Find another game that's not updated.
Yeah.
That's happened to me with Clash Royale a couple of times. They have their servers that update. I'm like, I just want to log in, get my daily bonus, and pwn some noobs. Let me do that. But no, I have to wait for a server update.
Oh.
Now, what's the other upgrade that you don't like?
When you have to go out and buy a whole nother console?
Yeah.
Right?
You might as well just keep ranting. Let's go.
Yeah.
So,
Kick it.
we had the Switch 2 that's coming out soon. And, they made, like, I saw the trailer for it. They have these brand new updates where it's like, oh, you have all this new stuff that the Switch didn't have. But you have to go out and buy a whole new Switch.
That's pretty messed up.
And it's like, oh, you want to play Switch 2 games? Well, you have to buy the second Switch because we made the stupid slot that the games go into just that much bigger so it doesn't work. That's what angered me about the 3DS too, is the 3DS had the little, like, game cartridges had, like, the little nub on the end so you couldn't stick them in the DS.
Everybody, all of our listeners that went from Nintendo to Super Nintendo feel the
Feel your
pain
pain.
that you have now,
Because
and they're not sympathetic because
Right?
that's a rite of passage.
And you know what? They purposely make the game consoles that you want to upgrade to much better. Because
They're not.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
they're not going to make them worse.
No, you know what?
Let's make something worse and have it as an upgrade.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do.
Windows could do that, but yeah,
Sometimes
that's true.
they make game consoles that are just trash, but you want to upgrade because they have better games that you want to play on there.
Oh, jeez. You understand that you're just now talking about this console. We've been dealing with this since Commodore 64. Okay?
Since what?
You don't even remember Commodore 64?
No.
If any viewer remembers Commodore 64, comment a picture of it in our comments. We would love that.
Yeah.
Atari?
Oh, I know Atari.
Intellivision? Nintendo? Sega?
Yeah.
Nintendo has
Sega
been...
turned into Sony.
Okay.
Oh, that's where they went.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's where Sega went.
Sony, yeah.
I didn't know that's where they went.
Sonic is all Sony now.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was wondering what happened to them.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Upgrading game consoles
Been around
is
long
yeah.
time.
What PlayStation are we on? 5, 6?
5.
Yeah.
We're on the Xbox Series S now. No, X. I think it's X.
Yeah, see? So
Nintendo Switch 2, which you can use your Joy-Cons as a mouse now,
yeah.
which I think is cool.
So
I want the Switch 2, but I don't want to go out and pay for it. I don't know. They haven't said it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to go out and pay for a whole nother Switch when I have a perfectly good one that's been in my hands for 4 years now? 5 years?
4 or 5 years.
He's starting to sound like us.
I know.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Well, if the old thing still works and it works fine and I still have plenty of good games that I want to play on there, why upgrade?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they want more money from you. That's what it comes down to.
That's the big reason,
See,
yeah.
This is why they're switching a lot, because originally some of the PlayStations, some of the systems were backwards compatible.
Yeah, that's the same with the Switch 2, is you can play your normal Switch games on there.
But do the games fit in there?
For the Switch 2? Yeah. So, for the Switch 2, you can play Switch 2 games, and you can play Switch 1. But
Okay.
Switch 1 will not play Switch 2.
So it's
kind of like the 3DS is backwards compatible with the DS.
okay. So what you're saying is it's not forward compatible.
No.
So there's backwards and forwards compatible.
And
Okay.
a lot of these game systems are not.
Right. Most game systems can play the older games though.
And
But some of the older games can't play the newer games.
No.
Because that's why would they? Then why would they upgrade the console?
Why would they? Yeah,
Right,
that
so
makes sense. That makes
yeah.
total sense.
Congratulations, you have had the argument I had since '86.
But you see, we might the Switch 2 games might come to the Switch, and you can buy them digitally.
Oh, yeah.
Just goes to Steam and just get them there.
That too.
Yeah. All right. I didn't expect it to go there. That was
No,
interesting
yeah,
statement.
I swear.
We write out kind of what we're going to talk about, and then it kind of goes. So we have a semi script. It kind of these are our topics, and let's talk about them.
And my rant kind of took us over time.
Yeah, it did.
That's
so
okay.
no, that's okay.
Yeah.
That happens. So all right. So yeah, that's pretty good. I remember WoW. I remember the updates on WoW. And then Mikey's gone through some of the discs where he saw like disc 1, disc 2, disc 3. You had to sit there and and the computer tell you insert the next disc.
Right.
Now everything's done digitally. I'm not upset with the upgrading deal. I'm upset with the not testing before you upgrade,
Exactly.
or just moving shit just to move shit. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that Windows 11 moving to they shouldn't have moved to the center. There's
no
nothing
reason.
wrong with it being in the corner there.
Yeah. That was crazy.
It's just don't do that shit. So I will tell you, I like YouTube and I like Facebook and I like all the social media platforms because they leave all the like and subscribe buttons all where they're supposed to be. We know where they are. They don't upgrade and move those around just periodically. So if you could do me a favor and you could click on that and make sure you like, subscribe. Mm-hmm. Any podcast player, video player, all social media.
Oh, yeah. You can find us almost pretty much anywhere. So, yeah.
Yep. At Just Us Thinking.
Mm-hmm. With no G.
Or search us at Just Us Thinking Podcast, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. Now we have an after show.
We do.
So we'll see you guys over there.
Bye, everybody.
Come and guest on our show.
Come and guest on our show.
A mic is waiting for you.
A mic is waiting for you.
Where the topics are all over the place and there's no fondue. Can you tell stupid jokes?
Can you tell stupid jokes?
Are you funny at all?
Are you funny at all?
Got a studio space that needs some taste. Now I want fondue. You know we might have you back again. Promise to listen to you. Can you bring some fondue?
Can you bring some fondue?
And the skewers too. This concludes our broadcasting day.